Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is a lap guide for Suzuka circuit with the Super Formula. I'm using the Toyota version. The Honda performs the exact same as well. But before I get started with the lap guide, we're on the racing soft tires and we're doing this with fully stock Super Formulas. So bring yourself towards the left side of the track so you can get a faster start to your new lap. And this car has a lot of downforce, so you can really send it through these turns, and you'll see that in a moment. Your first turning point is the path that is on the left, so right as you pass it, start to turn in, but you're braking when the curb on the right is just about to end. This is where you do a lot of trail braking as you're turning in, gradually as you're making way down to third gear. Still lots of trail braking, looking for the end of the curb that is on the right, as that's your cue to start to get on the throttle. Then bring yourself towards the right side of the track, briefly going up to fifth gear. This left turn can be taken flat out, but once you go through the right turn in the S's, that's where you want to go down to fourth gear. So little lifts off our throttle, going down to fourth gear, trying to maintain as much momentum as possible. A little more lifting off our throttle. But for this right turn, this is where you want to start to ease on the brakes, staying on fourth gear. Just bring yourself towards the right side of the track, getting under curves if you need to, but you want to get on the throttle as soon as you can to try to maintain as much momentum. The Dunlop curve, which is the turn we just went through, you take that turn flat out. For Degner 1, you're turning in at the 50 meter board and you're doing a really quick lift off our throttle. Here we go, just really quick lift off our throttle, braking before the curb on the left ends for Degner 2. Briefly go down to second gear for more rotation, but exit on third gear and get on the throttle as soon as you can. Try to straighten up the car before you fully accelerate so you don't spin out. Then brake right as a curb on the right ends for the hairpin. You can use the start of the barrier or the sign that is on the right as your turn-in point. Going into first gear, and you can let the car coast for a moment, so no braking, no throttle input. The car will turn in a bit more, but exit on third gear. That way you have less chance of getting wheel spin as you exit the hairpin. This will also be useful as you exit the final chicane. Then bring yourself towards the right. You're braking just as you pass the path that is on the right, just before the 50 meter board. Braking hard for a very short moment, so nearly full braking power, going on to fourth gear. So you're chucking the car into the spoon corners. Braking really early for this turn, so braking well before the curb on the right ends. Just doing a lot of trail braking, going on to third gear and waiting for the curb on the left to end before you start to fully accelerate. Now for 130R, which is the high-speed left turn that we're going through, this car has a lot of downforce, so you can easily take it flat out just like that, nothing too complicated. But bring yourself towards the left. You're braking just before the 100 meter board, so full braking power. You can briefly go down to first gear for a bit more rotation as you enter the final chicane, but gradually get on the throttle and make your way up to third gear. So by the time you exit the chicane, you should already be on third gear. And if you have a really good lap time, bring yourself towards the right and finish your lap. So we'll go through this again, but this time I will not stop the video nor slow it down, so let's get that started. So here we go, starting on the left side of the track to get a faster start to the new lap. And you're looking for the path that is on the left, as that's your turning point, braking before the curb on the right ends. Doing a lot of trail braking, but trying to maintain as much momentum as possible, getting under throttle as early as you can. For the S's, it's all about throttle control, making use of this car's downforce, using a little bit of braking for this right turn. At the Dunlop curve, you can easily take it flat out. Then bring yourself towards the left for the Degner curves, turning in at the 50 meter board, little lift off the throttle, and brake before the curb on the left ends. And again, just trying to maintain as much momentum as possible. For the hairpin, you're looking for the end of the curb that is on the right. That's your braking point. Going on to first gear for more rotation, but you can exit on third gear to try to reduce the amount of wheel spin you're getting as you exit the turn, and that'll be useful for the final chicane as well. Looking for the 50 meter board as you want to brake before you pass it. Going down to fourth gear, Then third gear, really difficult to try to maintain the momentum as you go through the spoon corners. For 130R, which is this high speed left turn coming up, you can easily take it flat out, but you want to bring yourself towards the left side of the track as soon as you can and getting ready for the final chicane. So brake before the 100 meter board, go down to first gear for more rotation, but get on the throttle as soon as you can, gradually making your way to third gear and bring yourself towards the right if you have a really good lap time coming in so you can submit that lap. And that's all for this lap guide. Hopefully it helped you out, and if you like this video, you can press the like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I thank you for watching this video. I thank you for the support. I thank the channel members as well for supporting the channel. So this is Mr. MCA. Have a good week, and I'll see you in the next video.